When the Minnesota Vikings selected my man, Ezra Cleveland, in the second round out of Boise State, he automatically became the left tackle of the future, pairing him up with Brian O'Neill, the two most athletic tackles in the National Football League, in your face. And the angels sang and doves flew away and shit, and it was great. We're excited about it. But as the season approaches, the question is, should Ezra Cleveland start week one? Now, we know my thoughts on it. Yes, I think start him at left tackle week one. Yes, you're going to go through some growing pains. Yes, you're going to take some lumps. But also, Ezra Cleveland does need to add size. That does need some help with that anchor, and maybe would benefit from a redshirt year. But also, we said that about Brian O'Neill. And he was forced into action, and he was great his rookie year. He's developing into one of the best young right tackles in the NFL. So he swam in the sink or swim situation. Would Ezra Cleveland benefit from it as well? I do see the wisdom of letting him sit for a year, let him be the swing tackle, bring him in on 6 offensive lineman packages, which, by the way, should happen a lot, by the way. I would love to see that. But also, it's the alternative. Like, if you're telling me that you were going to sit Ezra Cleveland because you have Jason Peters and Joe Thuney, a left tackle and left guard, respectively, I'm in. I'm fully in on it. But if you're telling me that you're going to sit Ezra Cleveland because you have Riley Reiff and Pat Elflein up on that left side, no. And as we've said on here before, as the offseason goes along, as things are weird and shut down, maybe there's few OTAs, maybe training camp is truncated, then I think that does lead more towards, for a conservative coaching staff, to keep a Riley Reiff at left tackle, to keep a Pat Elflein at left guard, even though... No, especially Elflein. Yeah, that is like you go through this entire offseason process. You spend your free agency money. You get rid of Josh Klein, by the way, and you spend 3 picks on offensive linemen, but only one of them day 1, day 2, and then you still have Pat Elflein remaining as your left guard. No, that's a dereliction of duty by Rick Spielman and the coaching staff. It just really is. Like, there was a weak spot last year. It was at that left guard spot. It was 65. A lot of his troubles also bled over to why Garrett Bradbury struggled as a rookie at center, as well as some of the shortcomings of Riley Reiff at left tackle as well. So I would find some way, somehow, get Ezra Cleveland, plant his ass at the left tackle spot. Again, go through the growing pains, take your lumps, do whatever, but just kickstart that clock. Get that clock going of how long it'll be until he assumes the mantle of a competent, very good starting left tackle in this league. Potentially elite, because we do think he has the athletic skills to do so. It's like, oh, yeah, hey, you know that uber athletic left tackle who's great in pass sets, plus also phenomenal in the run game, that Alexander Madison ran for multiple thousands of yards behind? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, let's keep him off the field. Yeah, let's do that, because we have a sunk cost fallacy with Riley Reiff. Because, this is the year that Pat Elflein gets it. Heading into year 4, give him some more. Do that. No. Put Ezra Cleveland at left tackle and kick Riley Reiff inside the guard. I would be okay with that, maybe with a restructure at the last second, because I don't think Riley Reiff deserves to be a top 5 paid guard, which is what his contract would translate to be if he slid into guard. I don't think we need to see that. But just don't let Pat Elflein back on the field. Plus, I do disagree with the notion of, like, hey, Ezra Cleveland, so we have question about his anchoring ability at tackle. Let's put him inside the guard, where low man wins, where leverage is very important. So, yeah, let's put him against 330-pound defensive tackles every single snap. Let's do that. No. There are a lot of tackles that you could see projecting into guard. You could see Jedrick Wills doing it. You could see Tristan Wirfs doing it. You could see Andrew Thomas doing it. I just don't see it with Ezra Cleveland. I just don't. And that's specifically for his scheme fit, specifically for what they want to ask him to do, as well as his body type. I don't think he necessarily would have the anchor and gumption to get it done on the inside. I think he'd be much better on the outside, and that's where he's going to play anyway. So, again, why not start that clock? So, the combination of Reiff at left tackle, Ezra Cleveland at left guard, I would accept it, because that means that Ezra's on the field and Elflein is off the field. But like, I would prefer to see like Oli Udoh at left guard or Drew Samia at left guard, if either of them aren't at right guard, in place of Ezra Cleveland. Like, that would be fine there. But again, number one choice, Ezra Cleveland, left tackle, left guard, anyone except for Elfline. If that's Riley Reef, so be it. If that's Dakota Dozier, so be it. If that's Olu Udo, awesome. If that's Drew Samia, awesome as well. If you re-sign Josh Klein, do that. Don't really care. So I say yes. I say let the young buck sink or swim. Hopefully he's going to swim, just like Brian O'Neill before him. And yeah, because if this is going to be the offensive line of the future, why not have the future be now, as opposed to just dragging your feet on what didn't work last year? Yeah. All right, but your thoughts. Ezra Cleveland starting week 1. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But till next time, Skol, production value.